What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, I will continue with this little series of videos referring to, uh, unsung music artists. In this situation, I'm talking about an R&B artist by the name of Horace Brown. His name may not register to most people, except for the most passionate of his fans back in the 1990s, maybe some females. But his best days were when you saw collaborations between hip hop and R&B artists. Okay, um, in the mid 1990s, 95, 96, 97, and he's worked with some noteworthy artists in the music industry. All right, and he continues behind the scenes to be an influence in music. So just because you don't see these guys in front of the camera, don't mean that they're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, a lot of the guys behind the scenes are making a lot more money than these artists you see in front of the camera. So Horace Brown grew up and was born in Hartford, Connecticut. He is the son of an of a minister, a apostolic minister. And even though he grew up in the church and he sung in the choir as a church as a young boy, he didn't see being in the music industry as an attainable goal. Okay, he thought that his best way to make something of himself was through athletics, and primarily basketball. And that was his primary focus as a young man, all the way into high school until he suffered a knee injury playing basketball. Fortunately, he had something else to fall back on, and that was his musical talent. As a young man, he played a variety of instruments in his school's marching band, as well as being a vocal talent. And he got his big break when Devontae Swing of Jodeci heard one of his demos. He then earned spots doing background vocals for Christopher Williams. Christopher Williams was a popular R&B artist in the very, very late 80s into the early 1990s. Hey, the one thing I admire about Christopher Williams is this guy dated the old black Stacey Dash back when she was still black in the 1990s, then proceeded to date Halle Berry. Whew. Horace Brown also did some writing and producing for Terry and Monica's sister album. He didn't manage to get a recording contract with Uptown Records after the late president Andre Harrell saw him in a recording session. In 1995, while with Uptown Records, he recorded his first album. Horace Brown caused controversy with the release of his first single, entitled Taste Your Love. This single was banned in parts of the South due to the fact that it was referencing oral sex. Despite the press around the single, it failed to perform well on the charts. One more single, Let Me Know, was released as a promotional 12, but was canceled as his Uptown Records album was shelved. When Andre Harrell of Uptown moved to Motown, he brought Brown with him. Motown promoted Brown by releasing two more singles, One for the Money and Things We Do for Love, and in 1996 released his self-entitled debut album. This album featured Sean Puffy Combs and remixes featuring Foxy Brown and Jay-Z. I do remember this album, actually. The album's final single was How Can We Stop, featuring Faith Evans. Although there were three more songs, Why, I Want You Baby, and Trippin', that were released as promotional 12 singles. Since the release of his debut album, Brown has done a couple of collaborations with artists such as Naughty, Leisha, Royal Flush, Prince Gabriel, and Mr. Cheeks. In 2000, he released a single, Shake It Up, on the international label Double H Production with Cut Killer. In 2001, he released another single, This Is the One, on Money Talks Entertainment with rapper Styles P. Over the years, he switched his focus to touring overseas, and he has toured overseas with such heavyweights such as Keith Sweat. He's also joined the upcoming reality series Comeback Kings with Ed Lover, Calvin Richardson, David David DeVince Chance of Rough Ends, Jeff Sanders, Mr. Cheeks, and Black Rob. As of 2020, Horace Brown continues to write and produce, as well as still tour, proving to still be a force within the music industry and has found a niche that works for him. You know what I'm saying? So much respect to Horace Brown and continued success for him in the years to come.